Welcome to the History Hunter. Welcome to our small adventures with the WW2 time frame. It is History Hunter and Eagle Eyes out on this massive 3 to 4 weeks road trip made possible by all you incredible supporters out there. Today we're going to take you to a position that you have never seen before. We are really excited, and it's a very important place for the Germans. So let's go out and find the pass together right now.
Yes.
This tiny little road leads to a very significant and important location, strategically very important for the Germans, and you won't believe what is here. But before we kind of let you see what's here, I need to get you into this story a little bit more, so follow me here. By the way, this is a part of the epic German World War II history road trip that we did this summer. Thanks to all of you, you supported us, and we went out, we did research and we traveled and we find all these interesting locations, and we're definitely going to share them with you. But thank you for being in there for us, for your kind donations to enable us to go out and do what you see now today. This is a very interesting area. The Germans came, they fortified a ton of locations, and they made one of the most heavy-duty investments you can ever imagine. They put up a U-boat pen here, but the only way in here is through some narrow straits, and that is where we are today. We are right here. This is a spot which was very strategically important for the Germans, because they knew if the Allies would come in here, they need to pass this point, so they put up tons of gun positions, anti-aircraft gun positions, and the massive torpedo batteries. And today we are at one of these locations where you're going to see that these played an important role in protecting the German investments here, the torpedoes. And we are today at a very unique torpedo battery which had this purpose to prevent any allies from coming in and be disturbing the German investments here. So that is where we are. There's a little picture I'm going to show you, and then we're going to go back to the adventure. Yes, that's exactly what it's all about. The Germans put torpedo battery right here, and there are some supportive structures and details that we're going to show you. So it is a very interesting place. The Germans planted the torpedo position here because they needed to protect an inlet of a very important stretch of ocean, and that is kind of inwards to it there. And even torpedoes and other of the biggest and most important warships that the Germans had, they passed through here, and of course the Germans didn't fire their torpedoes at them. But the torpedo battery, which is here, was joined up with another one, which is, I'm going to show you, see if we can see from here. The other torpedo battery was actually just right over here. But there is something really special here that you're going to see right away in the ground. So let's go down and check that out. Can you see it, Eagle Eyes?
No.
So let's continue a little bit further down. Can you see something there?
Yes, railroad tracks. So look here, Aaron.
Railroad tracks?
Here.
And right where he is stepping, there are railroad tracks.
I can see more.
These railroad tracks were used to transport the torpedoes, the torpedo engines, torpedo warheads, and also other pieces of machinery. And that is actually still in the ground here. So everywhere you see out here, there are different kind of structures. There's a huge concrete construction there. There's a massive concrete foundation for a barrack here. And let me show you a picture of what this place used to look like. Yeah, it was very active. Each torpedo is like 7 meters long and around 53 or 57 centimeter in diameter.
50 or 50 to 60.
Yeah, something like that. And they were fired when they needed to from some tubes, and we're going to see that. But the place has so many details, and we're going to show you that. But to see the railroad track system here, it's even kind of, it's not flat, it's kind of canted. Maybe that was done on purpose to make it smoother, I don't know, but it is absolutely spectacular to see the railroad track still here. And as Eagle Eyes pointed out right there, a bunker.
Let's attack it.
The Germans continued some work that the locals started before the war. And the Germans had their own needs. They said exactly, we want this and that and here and there. So they put their plan into action immediately. And this place was kind of finished in 1943 and it was fully operational. And it is amazing to see how many structures they made in such a short time. So you can see some kind of circle with a base in the center there. You can definitely see what I think is a bunker there.
Is that a rangefinder?
It could be a rangefinder, I really couldn't tell you.
I just thought about it.
But this thing here, I really couldn't tell you either what that is, but it's strange to see it's like fully open on the top there. But it's pretty heavy duty built.
What is inside?
Could it be munition storage?
Could be equipment.
This is just kind of like a square compartment. Oh, sorry.
Here.
And nothing there.
Let's check this side.
Yeah. These are very often for camouflage canvas poles that was put up there, and then they strung the camouflage canvas next to this structure. 2 holes. I think it could be munition storage actually, but I don't get it. I don't get it. But you can see it blends in perfectly with the nature. Not on that part, but that part. So what they did, they cast it in concrete and put these slabs of concrete and rocks on top. Then camouflage canvas, often stretched above. So these will be almost undetectable from the air. It was definitely a full circle of something here. I really couldn't tell you what the purpose is, but I know they had 200mm anti-aircraft gun positions.
Nice.
And they also had later, what were they? Let me think. Because I said, Daddy, that looks very heavy duty fortified. And I agree, look at the piles of rocks they put on side of this bunker. And I'm guessing this could maybe be a slot where they, no, that's just a window opening actually. These are just tiny small window openings. Let's go inside and check it out. Is it a Mannschaft bunker or what is it?
I think so.
Could be a Mannschaft bunker. It's very, very clean. Okay. Oh wow, look at the fireplace here. That is spectacular. That is absolutely beautiful. I've never seen anything like it in such a bunker ever. Look at that, Eagle Eyes. Is that beautiful? Huh?
Beautiful, amazing.
Absolutely amazing. They really shut the windows here with concrete and everything, and I don't get it. It looks so raw. See here? This is the typical build technique. You put these steel things on top and you put the wood and then you pour concrete on top and it's kind of just being left. So ventilation. Oh my goodness, but I loved that fireplace. That is crazy beautiful. This is absolutely a spectacular position. Look at the railroad track here, huh? They had the Flak 20, they had the generator, the Scheinwerfer, the searchlight, and then it continues. Where does it lead to? That is the full total answer or question, and I can't wait to share exactly where that leads to. So you have a tiny little something here. What is that then? It looks like maybe a little munition storage or something. And then there's this little piece standing right there. And then you have this amazing view. Wow, I wonder how it would be to be a German soldier placed here during the beautiful summertime. Maybe they even went down there for a little dip, but then coming the strong, powerful wind of the autumn and the winter, then I think, yeah, that would be a totally different thing. And as Eagle Eye said, if there was a warship from the Allied there, all hell would have broken loose. So let's see where this railroad track leads to. This is not a torpedo position battery where the torpedoes comes out like on the water here or something out from the mountainside. this is actually a spot where the torpedoes come from a fixed mount, which could be turned here, right there. So what happened is that you can transport the torpedoes from the storage from here all the way down. You can see suddenly the track stop, and that is because they hoisted the torpedo into a fixture that's right there, which could kind of pivot like this. There will be different kind of features around here. There's actually it's a bit difficult to explain, but nevertheless, what happened is that the torpedo came in here on a wagon, hoisted up, put on this movable kind of cradle, and that was taken from a German was it frigate, and that tube was standing right there. And then you could basically say that the tube, they could decide the rotation like this, and you get the firing solution, all of that, and then bloop, the torpedo would be fired, and then boom. So that is basically what happened right here. So on the side here you have a mooring point, and I guess that they could even get the torpedoes from vessels right here, because it's a deep water position. And boy, would I like to use the ROV here, but we have a little problem with that because the ROV is not right here now, so that's not too well or too good. But you can see here, I think there was a hoisting kind of crane mechanism maybe attached to that one.
Yeah, look like that.
Or that was maybe a pullard. And then I can see up there in the mountainside, you can see a massive thing. There's one, there's two, three. So they might have a crane here attached. There are some huge mooring points right there. And this is basically just, there's nothing behind here. It's just this thing that is installed outside the mountain wall. And then you have to imagine this little position here where the crew hoisted down the torpedo, made it ready. And when there was something going on and they had a firing solution, boom. So I thought this would kind of explain a little bit better. The first little room we saw, it's just that little room there. It's nothing like a small storage or something. Then you can see there's nothing attached to the mountain. This is kind of the backstage or the stage for the torpedo cruise. And basically, please stay there, Eagle Eyes. I'm gonna do something stupid here. Boom. There you can see railroad track coming in. I guess there would be some kind of attachment of a hoist, as I said, hoisting up the torpedo tube in the cradle, the torpedo cradle. And then that cradle will have some very sophisticated, you know, for the mill radians and all of that. And then it was just a matter of the crew having the firing solution from the spotter crews and all of those who did that. And then boom, as I said, that is absolutely spectacular. I'm so happy we had the chance to show you this, because this is very unique, very special. It's way off from the things that you normally see on the huge batteries in France and all of that. So very unique position, very special features. So happy we could share that with you. All over the terrain you can see different features. I think that is cabling for the camouflage canvas that was stretched above both the harbor and the firing position. You can see here, Eagle Eye is taking a breather there. Wow, I am surprised to see how simple this structure is, but basically immensely powerful. And you can imagine you will moor up with a larger vessel right there, load off as many torpedoes as you want, and then you just boom, fire away. Wow, I am happy to have been able to show this to you. Yeah, on the top here, it's been demolished right now, or they demolished it, but they had a 200mm flak 38 position here on the top of the mountain here. And the torpedo tube setup is down there, and that was also to protect the position, because it was all about protecting and attacking, and this is the protective kind of position of the system. As you saw, the other 20mm position is further down. This is not easy to see, but I do think there was actually a huge storage kind of housing right here, because I see they built up a level here. And you can see, I don't think the structure further down there was the storage for the torpedoes, because the railroad track comes kind of here. And I've seen this flat area, and I think that this is a place where they had the structure that you can see here in the picture. And then there was a road actually going over there, if I'm right. I'm not 100% sure, but I think this could have been the little housing where they had the torpedoes. To be very honest, I really can't differentiate if that is the actual storage that was there before. I really can't tell you. I can even see something going on there. There's a massive crack in the mountainside there. Did they blow it up? I couldn't tell you. Nevertheless, what a spectacular trip back in time. Told you we want to show you something really, really special. And this torpedo battery here is one of those places that you don't think about, but it's out there and it's definitely worth checking out, and I'm very, very happy with it. So what do you think, Eagle Eyes? Was it cool?
Yes, it was.
It was a very fascinating position and a lot of cool details, and I think I actually learned something today when I saw that torpedo position there, because I was expecting something else, but then again, you know, never expect anything. Go out and find out by yourself, and in that way you can learn as much as possible. I want to say a massive thank you to all our Patreon and PayPal supporters. You are the guys and girls who help us out to reach our targets, and as I said, that little super thanks helps us to get to more locations, and we really greatly appreciate that. Thank you to all of you who subscribe, comment and share and give us a thumbs up. Absolutely loving that. Other than that, me and Eagle Eyes, we are off to another position. So from History Hunter and Eagle Eyes, thank you for being here. Stay safe, keep smiling, and we'll see you later.
Bye, 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 bye.
Stop jumping.
Bye, 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 bye.